I remember talking to you about Tesla 3 years ago out of my kitchen during the pandemic. So let me reconnect with you on Tesla. Now, sales have come under pressure, overseas namely. Some would say it's because Elon Musk has gotten close to the president. Are you still bullish on Tesla given what we have seen with Tesla sales this year?
So obviously, the economy, I think one of the biggest things going on is the global economy is extremely weak. And sure, there are these political considerations, but we're split right down the middle. For every hater, you have someone on the other side. So I have no idea about that. But the two things that are going to happen this year, so this is not 5 years out, mañana, this year, they're going to, in the first half of the year, release their low-cost vehicle. Could be $25,000. No one except in China, and the Chinese companies are not being allowed in here, but no one in the EV market in the US is going to come close to that. We think that's going to drive demand. The Model Y refresh. So first thing is that low-cost car. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand. The second thing is autonomous. They're launching in Austin in June.
The Robotaxi.
Robotaxi. Yes, Robotaxi. In the vernacular. So yes, they're launching in June in Austin. They just announced yesterday they'd like to start a ride-hail service in California. The regulators are tougher there. So I now think they're going to start seeding every state.
So Tesla's next product is on its way, and it's the Cybercab, or the Robotaxi business. Really interesting. So the vice president of vehicle engineering just came out with some details about the Cybercab, and we'll talk about it a little bit today. So stay tuned. So we're hearing more and more about the Cybercab. Recently, Tesla's executive has revealed new information about the elusive Cybercab model. We see more and more Cybercabs being tested at Giga in Texas, and today we're talking about what to expect. We'll go through positives and a little bit negative opinions. So welcome to my channel where I give you the latest Tesla news. Someday when you look back, the decision to simply keep moving forward will have been the most important decision of your life. Eddie Pinero. Tesla's next big project appears to be the Cybercab, also known as the Robotaxi. It's a self-driving electric taxi that can seat 2 passengers. In February, the company's vice president of vehicle engineering delivered some details about what we can expect. So this is what happened so far. Tesla's innovative approach to transportation has been making waves in the automobile industry and society as a whole by pushing boundaries of electric vehicle technology and autonomous driving, amongst other products, of course. Therefore, Tesla is redefining the way we think about transportation. When we think about traditional transportation methods, we often think about the convenience of, hopping into our cars and getting from point A to point B. But let's be real here. Those conveniences come with some major drawbacks. Air pollution from gas-powered vehicles is a significant contributor to climate change, and the traffic congestion is not only frustrating, but also a huge waste of time. We have to think about safety concerns as well. And Tesla's constantly working on that. Safety is like number one. If you look around and, I'll drive every day. I have to get to my business. People are just driving crazy. So I can't wait for this new product to be on the market, to be honest. And Tesla's trying to make this more accessible and actually cheaper to purchase. So just in case you haven't heard about the Cybercab yet, just a little information. The description on Wikipedia says the Cybercab, also known as the Robotaxi, is a two-seater self-driving battery electric vehicle in development by Tesla. It is a part of Tesla's plan to democratize transportation with autonomous vehicles. Now here's what we know about the Cybercab. Navigation uses AI and cameras instead of LiDAR, which is common in autonomous vehicles as we see in Waymo. Now, it doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals and relies on the same computer and sensing suite as other Tesla vehicles. Now, this is a little bit negative over here. I found this on Reddit. But if you want to give me your own opinion, you can leave it down below in the comment section. Now, what is the value proposition of a Tesla Cybercab? Let's pretend that Elon Musk's claim materializes and that by pushing an update, 7 million cars can become robotaxis. Why should a business buy a Cybercab? This is a book example of inverse product cannibalization. As a business owner, I would buy a Cybercab if it is constructed in a way that smoothes its taxi job, but it's just a regular car with automized butterfly doors. A Model 3 or Model Y could do the same job, with the added benefit of having a steering wheel which lowers the capital risk in case of a crash and the taxi market. The author also mentioned that a two-seater is unrentable. In my humble opinion, I think a two-seater is just fine. And the reason why I say that is because there's no driver, there's nobody in the front seat that takes space away from you. So with the two-seaters, it's good for two people. And I really believe that Tesla is working on a cyber van that can seat a whole family. Also with the cannibalization of a model, well, they have a little bit going on like that every time they bring out a new model. Not just a refresh, but a new model. And the reason is, because now there's a cheaper model and people prefer buying a cheaper model. So maybe the Model 3 is going to be slower in sales, I would guess. But there's still a lot of people that want a steering wheel and that want to drive by themselves. So it's not completely gone. It's just probably going to sell a little bit slower. What is your opinion? What do you think about that? You can leave it down below. This is an article from The Cooldown. In February, the company's vice president of vehicle engineering delivered some details about what we can expect. Among the updates, Lars Moravy told the Lighting podcast via Teslerati that the cars will be benefiting from a wireless charging, making them road trip capable. Well, he said, "You saw it. We have wireless charging, right? It's coming for the Cybercab, and I think that's ultimately, if you're going to put a bunch of design efforts into something, why put this really complex moving device to move a cable when you can have no moving parts? Therefore, this aspect will further remove the need for human intervention for the car journey. It could also help to solve another problem. EV drivers have often been frustrating when arriving at a charging station, only to find that the cables have been cut. The reason for this vandalism is really unclear, but some have speculated that selling the metal at scrap yards could be the motivation, while others have suggested that this might be a form of protest against the rise of the EVs, which may spell the end of the internal combustion engine car. Well, we know a little bit why this is happening, correct? So I think everything is going to be autonomous. Not just the charging, we'll just drive over something, we'll have wireless charging. And also, if you've seen one of the videos that Tesla posted, is like the cars being cleaned by robotics, which is amazing. So whatever the reason, this might be given motorists pause when deciding to swap their gas guzzlers for an EV. Wireless technology, an increase in charging infrastructure, and being able to charge at home can mitigate these issues, though helping to steer us further away from vehicles that rely on dirty fuels and contribute to our planet's overheating. EVs are a huge part of the effort to reduce the pollution that increases floods, droughts, and deadly storms. Tesla has suggested the Cybercab could enter production by 2026 and is not only an example for public transportation that's being electrified. In Hamburg, Germany, for instance, the use of hydrogen or electric-powered taxis has now been mandated, with financial support offered to companies as they make the switch. Meanwhile, in New York, rideshare services like Uber and Lyft must only use EVs by 2030. So I love the idea of having one of these Cybercabs myself and just renting it out. It's a little bit of a side income, and it's just fun to have, I think. But I would probably wait a little bit for that. And it's just my own personal opinion. But I don't know if you remember when Waymo first came out and people would step all over it and damage that vehicle. I wouldn't like that, to be honest. So I would probably wait just another few months before I would purchase my own. But would you purchase a Cybercab if it would be available? Let me know in the comments below. So anyway, I want to thank you for being here. My name is Claudia, and thank you for staying here for this short little video, and I will see you in the next one, which could be this one. Goodbye.